Hello, welcome to another presence practice. My name is Inger Brown, and today we will be centering using gestures, one gesture in particular. So, this is one of my favorite ways of working because it helps bring the mind into the body's experience and the body into the mind's intention, where there can be we can create some harmony and find some inner agreement. So, with centering, really you can use this gesture for any issue with opposites. For today's purposes, we'll use doing and being as our example. And hopefully, you'll be able to see how this relates to any situation in your life where you feel an either or happening and want to invite yourself into experiencing the situation as both and. So, just taking a moment, you can do this sitting or standing. I happen to be standing, feet about shoulder width apart and with slightly bent knees. Just taking a moment to notice if there's any part of my body that's locked up, allowing a moment for that tension to leave on a breath, to soften a little bit. And in my right hand, I am holding doing. These are all of the things on my to-do list in what seems like an ever shorter day. All of the things I want to accomplish. It's very purpose-driven. It often is seeking my edges. So it's very, again, doing oriented. In my left hand, I'm holding being. This is slower, tends to be slower than the doing side. It's really about opening to what is, being with what is present, very receptive, aware in a different way, very body-based. If you want to access pleasure, this is often the gate. So we have these two, and you will have characteristics that you'll attribute to both of these that are your own, or that I have forgotten. So do make this exercise your own. So just taking a moment to think about what doing means in your life. And if you can, just stretch into that side, into the right side. And I have a wall here, so I'm going to press against the wall. You'll also, as you do this stretch, you'll notice a stretch in your left side body. And then just notice what it's like to stretch into the being side. Again, you'll feel a stretch in your right side body, as well as your outstretched arm. Doing, being, doing, being. And just notice how you are holding your body, how you're holding your hands. Back and forth. And we're just taking a moment to feel our bodies in these stretches as we imagine being and doing, being, doing. You might take a moment to just feel into what's coming up in your body as you think about these things and as you move from side to side. One of the benefits of using gestures, especially gestures that move from side to side, is that we begin to integrate our opposites. So we might think of doing as the opposite of being, and being as antithetical to doing. But when we can bring these opposites closer, like this, we'll find that they aren't so separate. They aren't either or, either doing or being. It can be both doing and being. And the motion here, the gesture and the rocking back and forth, can really help us to find these two in our bodies and bring them together so that there's a little bit more harmony between what seem like opposing sides. So that is the practice for today. It is an experiential and experimental practice. So the invitation that I'll leave you with is to try it out. Notice how it feels in your body, and then see, as you're holding what seem like two opposites, see if a third arises. There's no right answer. There's no particular outcome that you're striving for, just the invitation to see again what arises. So if you try this practice, I would love to hear about it below on the blog or on social media. If you try the practice and write about it, feel free to tag me. I love to follow along and see how it is for you in your experience. Have a wonderful day.